If you're thinking about selling your home, you're probably super excited about the profit or the net proceeds that you're gonna get to take away. Well, today I'm going to go over some hidden costs of selling your home that you might not have thought about. Be sure to watch to the end of the video because 40% of home sellers didn't expect or think about this one thing that ended up costing them way more than what they thought. Here's an interesting statistic. According to Corelogic, 49.2% of US homeowners are equity rich, which means they have 50% or more equity in their home. So here you are, your home you think is worth $500,000 and will sell for $500,000. You owe $250,000 to the bank and you get to walk away with a $250,000 profit. No, not exactly. There's a bunch of costs, hidden costs, that I'm gonna go through today that you need to consider that's going to eat into your bottom line. The first is pre-home sale repairs. Getting your house ready to go on the market isn't free. You might have to change out some carpet, you might have to paint or get things repaired, fixing windows, making repairs on your roof, sprucing up landscape. All of those things cost money. On average, people can spend up to $14,000 making repairs prior to getting their home on the market. Home staging is essential, and I'm always talking about getting a home staged prior to it going on the market because homes that are staged sell for way more money. While that upfront cost of anywhere from $800 to $1,200 is a good chunk of change, certain real estate agents will pay for staging for their clients. I really believe in it. I think it's super important. So I'm willing to pay for the home staging for my clients. But if your real estate agent doesn't pay for staging or doesn't offer that service, that's something you definitely might want to consider before putting your house on the market. And homes that are staged can sell anywhere from 5 to 10 and even upwards to 20% more if they're staged. So investing in home staging might really make sense for you. Closing costs can be a big expense that eats into your profits. You have to pay title costs, attorney fees, county taxes, state taxes, and some areas you also have a local transfer tax. So knowing those numbers ahead of time is really super important. And you can get those numbers from your local real estate agent, a real estate attorney, or your local title company. We talked about pre-sale repairs, but you might also have inspection repairs. So once a buyer has an inspection and there's items on that list, they could cost thousands of dollars to repair. You need to negotiate that obviously with your agent, but I think a lot of people forget about inspection items. I always tell my clients budget for around $5,000 in repairs or credits. Could be a little less, could be a little bit more, but at least you're putting that money aside and expecting that extra expense. There's real estate commission and fees, of course, that you need to take into consideration. With the changes with the NAR, you may or may not be providing a commission compensation to a buyer's brokerage. And if you're using a real estate agent to sell your home, you obviously will be paying a commission to them as well. There have been a lot of changes with the NAR settlement. If you want me to do a video explaining kind of what this all means for home buyers, home sellers, and agents, comment below and I'll be happy to do a video just on that topic. Capital gains, that's something you might not be thinking about. So if you have a large profit that you're taking from your home sale, you could potentially get taxed on it. In the United States, if you're single, you can take up to $250,000 in capital gains. If you're a married couple, up to $500,000 in capital gains. If it's an investment property, then it's a whole different story, and I recommend you speak to a tax accountant. Sometimes when you're negotiating a contract, there could be seller concessions. The seller concessions are negotiated within that contract, and it's often a fixed amount, a couple $1,000s perhaps, to either help cover buyer's closing costs or help buy down their mortgage rate. And here we go, finally, what 40% of Americans forget to consider when they're moving is the cost to hire movers. Someone to pack you, someone to move you, possibly across town or across country. That could cost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Super important to figure in moving costs when calculating your net profit on the sale of your home. Were you surprised by any of these items? Would you have forgotten any of these items if I hadn't mentioned them in this video? Comment below and let me know what's the one item that you might not have thought about, whether it's moving costs, staging, repairs, title fees. It's super important to understand what your net profit will be, and hiring a local real estate expert to help guide you through the process is imperative. So you know how much money you will walk away from to purchase a new home or to sail off into the sunset and go on vacation forever. If you have questions or need advice, please feel free to reach out or leave a comment below, and I am happy to help you the best that I can. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing.